They didn't deserve this. No one does.
Father gives me an allowance and I barely use any of it. I could donate.
Those missing buskers performed here. Let's see what we can find. Wine. A lot of it.
Smells like Silent Plains Paquette. A regular order for Venatori.
They were here for a while, drinking. Waiting for what? Let's check outside, see where they went.
Now, the thing about this game is, you never seem to rescue anybody alive.
Wine. Probably a cheap vintage. Not the same as the wine inside. I think the buskers drank out here. That's blood. Did one of the buskers get hurt?
Oh, duh. Of course he got hurt. Look, there's a leg.
No busker would leave their instrument behind. Strings are broken. Somebody knocked this instrument around. All right. The Venatori are drinking inside. They have a signal for when the buskers finish. The buskers go outside for a drink. They're distracted. Then the Venatori ambush them and haul them away. So we don't know why yet, but we know where the buskers were taken. The lookout.
At least they have a pretty good fast truck.
Let's find those buskers. Stay ready, though. The Venatori are playing rough. Still warm. Whoever was on watch just left.
You never find anybody alive.
Dead. He's Venatori, not one of the buskers.
Stabbed in the back. Poorly. Someone wasn't sure of themselves.
Someone saw their chance and took it. We need to find the buskers. Empty. Where are they? A restaurant pamphlet. The garden. It mentions performers.
Carelessness or a trap? Maybe both.
We could approach the garden from the rooftops. That'll give us some cover. We still need to save the buskers, but if this is a trap, let's be smart about it. Another message.
People talk about Minrathous being amazing.
I've been looking through the Great Library. I believe there are texts from old Warden mages. If I can get access,
You'd give them to us?
I can't promise I'll find them first time. I know you lot of them.
Sounds like Ailey is in league with Elgarnon.
Could be. Picked up some of his tricks, at least.
It's like tracking a ghoul back to the nest and finding an archdemon. The day just got a lot harder.
And then tracking the archdemon to a god.
What was in there? Oh, I've done that already. Alright, yeah. Alright.
So you came in one morning and her desk was just
Empty.
Awesome.
There's the problem.
Venatory, and not far from the garden. That's not a coincidence. Let's go in and see if there's any sign of what happened to the buskers. Someone wasn't spending much on their wine.
What can I get for you? Some grub? Some grog? Some days we have a mystery stew.
What can I get you?
Have you seen any buskers from Docktown today?
Ha! I heard those songbirds had gone missing.
The Venatori had plans. I set them straight.
We followed a lead here. So could the Venatori.
All right. They're below. Just make it quick before someone sees you.
Hello? Who goes there?
Are you the buskers? We're here to help.
So, are you a fellow felon?
Call me Rook. I've been looking for missing buskers.
Lex Aulos, street balladeer, and sworn enemy of the Venetori, apparently.
How did you piss them off?
Well, say I'd composed a catchy but searing satirical ballad with rhymes for vainglory and excretory. And then Tot said ballad to every performer in town.
That would do it.
Well, thanks to you and the owner's entirely legitimate seaway access, we live to compose another day. Perhaps it's time we take our act on the road. This city's a lot grimmer lately. Adieu, Rook. We'll sing your praises.
Oh.
I'd heard of archdemons before, but never one like that.
Honestly, with everything I've heard about Gillenane, I'm glad it wasn't worse. In the legends about her, she's nice. She created the Hala. She guides us to our destination. But if you read between the lines, it's, well, creepy.
Oh, good.
Is that Zara Renata? This place isn't big enough to keep every corpse you guys find.
Zara spoke to Ilario before she died. Emmerich can talk to the dead. I have to know.
I wouldn't have offered my skills if I thought it was unsafe. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again. Tell us about Ilario della Morte.
Martyrs. He fooled us both.
Elaborate.
You took what he wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
The title of First Talon.
Ilario had you imprisoned and tortured for a promotion.
Well, the job was to kill you. But this one doesn't waste those with potential.
Yeah, that's not any better.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
No.
Ilario used blood magic to control spite. How? He's not a mage.
Our risen god gives many gifts.
Elganon? Ilario's working with Elganon.
Her spirit strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
I'm sorry, Lucanus.
So am I.
What are you going to do?
Take away everything from him.
Hey, Hassan.
Rook, something's come up. Evka dug around and found us someone who knows more about the Gloomhowler.
Anything useful?
Our new friend wants to talk in person. Figured you'd want to come along for this one.
Okay, I was angry.
Huh?
After talking to the Oracle, I was angry. I was angry at her for
If you
not
have a
being able to
question or a
explain
suggestion,
why I
let
got
me know. I don't
magic.
bite hard.
And I was angry that I was angry.
I punch things when I get angry. Sometimes I yell. You can come and punch things and yell with me if you want.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Okay? Good.
Both dragons gone. The gods have landed strike after strike. For once, we've struck back.
Treviso has its vengeance. But I fear Nev won't have hers while the Venatori hold Minrathos.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, let's run some more practice.
Thanks for tagging along, Rook. Those feelers I put out about the Gloomhowler turned up something. Evka, I got your message.
I figured you'd want to hear this. These are Wardens Davrin and Rook. You can trust them.
What's your name?
It's okay. We're here to help.
Nothing to be afraid of.
My name's Valya. When I heard about Weishaupt, what happened... I once trained to be a Grey Warden, but I left before the joining.
It's not for everyone.
It wasn't that. It's... I'm the one who found the Griffin eggs, before they hatched.
I've got about 1,000,000 questions. But why come to us now?
I knew some of the Wardens who were caring for the Griffins, Remy and Lancet. I think I know what killed them.
The Gloomhowler. It's a Grey Warden, isn't it? An elf.
But that's all we know.
Yes. Her name was Isaiah. I found her diary. She was a mage. She blighted all the Griffins during the Fourth Blight.
What?
Upon direct orders from the First Warden at the time. She had no choice. This was centuries ago.
Why? In what world would we blight our own Griffins?
In her diary, Isaiah said the blight was going badly. The Wardens couldn't win. They turned to blood magic. The Griffins fought harder, longer.
I see where this is going.
Isaiah didn't want to do it, but orders were orders. It won the war.
But then...
The Griffins became rabid. They turned against the Wardens.
So then the First Warden turned against them.
He ordered them all destroyed.
That's why they're extinct.
I can understand why this Isaiah is so pissed.
She felt betrayed by the Wardens, forcing her to do it. As penance, she hid the remaining eggs with a protective spell. I followed the clues and found them.
That was 400 years ago. She shouldn't even be alive.
Her last entry said she left for her calling.
Then she's probably in the deep roads. Blighted. Twisted.
Hassan? I was there the day you hatched. You've grown.
Careful. He's a shameless flirt.
That's because he's such a pretty boy, isn't he? I remember feeding him gingerwort truffles as a baby.
Ah, so you're the reason Davrin's been hunting mushrooms instead of monsters.
Anything for the prince.
I don't see a crown on your head yet, boy.
There should be. Griffins give the Wardens hope. Something to rally around after Weishaupt. Please find his brothers and sisters, whatever it takes. We owe them so much.
Count on it.
Stay safe, Hassan.
This is good information, but it still doesn't tell us where the Gloomhowler is.
No, but the other Wardens will keep looking. The Gloomhowler, Isaiah, can't hide forever.
That's it?
I took work orders from all the wardens.
Already?
Yeah, and some of the villagers too.
Finally got the rubble cleared.
Starting to feel.
Lot of weird things lurking in the forest. I got the goods to kill most all of them. Come back alive. No point in dead customers.
Strife, I got a tip there might be trouble here in Arlathan.
You're just in time. We've got a problem.
I was out with a scouting party, and we spotted the Venatori moving into the area.
They're being directed by Elganon or Gillenane. They have to be. The Grey Wardens warned us the gods were heading to Arlathan, but why bring the Venatori?
We don't know. That's where you come in.
Well, that sounds like trouble. How can I help?
Nip it in the bud. Don't let them stir up anything worse.
I'll give you the rough location where we sighted them, but you might have to search beyond that.
They want something, and we need to know what they're up to.
I'll find out what it is.
Feel free to take out as many of them as you can. This is our forest.
Then why aren't you doing it?
The forest doesn't seem to be getting any better. Too much evil in the air.
This was the center of a war between Tevinter Magisters and ancient elves. Blood magic everywhere.
Smash the like button multiple times and give me a follow.
That kind of magic leaves an impression.
Irulan was right. There's the Venatori.
Let's kick him out.
That's the last of them.
Good. Now what were they doing out here?
Looks like they set up a camp.
Let's take a look. Not sure what this is. Ballora?
It's Dalish. There's a Dalish camp nearby. If the Venatori hit them...
They could be in trouble.
Let's go. Now.
I know the occasional Venatori will cross into Arlethan hunting for relics. Do you think that's what the gods are after? Something ancient?
Oh, okay.
Watch it! More Venatori!
Looks like we got them all. This many Venatori in Arlethan is just wrong. I've never seen it like this.
At least we're headed the right way. Arlethan Forest is as weird as ever. Come on. Rock seems stable enough. Let's get through here.
Alara, there's Venatori ahead.
Galador, stay put. We'll take care of them. Galador, what's happening?
The Venatori are rounding up Dalish. I locked that barrier, but some of them already got through.
Hold on. Rounding up Dalish?
There are more Dalish inside the ruins. They were camped there.
All right. Get back to Strife and Irulan and let them know. That didn't do anything.
The symbols need to... That worked! Keep going.
That did it.
Time to get moving.
I don't like this. Venatori just show up and attack the Dalish for no reason?
There they are. What do you want? Why are you attacking my people?
That's the last of them.
Not soon enough.
We still don't know what they're doing here. Let's keep looking around. The bridge is out.
The other Veil Jumpers must have shut it down to keep the Venatori out. Has to be a power crystal around here.
You hear that?
Someone's in trouble. Come on!
A lot more Venatori here.
I see them. We have to end this. Leave this camp alone. Come and try.
You'll have to go through me. These are my people.
Leave that one alive. Fight and bring them with us.
There. More taunting from that one.
Now let's see what they've done with the Dalish. We'll get you out of there. Hang on.
More symbols on the lock, like the last one.
Shouldn't be hard.
Fucking hate puzzles.
All right, that did it. Let's see what she has to say.
It's okay, you're safe. I'm a veil jumper. What happened here?
That other veil jumper died making sure I was safe. She sealed the barrier before the Venatori could get me.
What about the rest of the Dalish?
They took everyone. Kidnapped them all.
Why? Where'd they go?
I don't know. Their leader said they need Dalish blood, some sort of sacrifice.
Sacrificed? For the Venatori. I should have known.
This just got a whole lot worse. We need to figure out where the Venatori took them. Let's look around.
If they lay one finger on those prisoners...
Dead Venatori here. Nothing unusual, not much to go on. Just some mud here. But it looks like there's some kind of glass here too.
Do you like what you see? Do you hit that share and give the channel a follow?
Well, doesn't look like the Venatori brought many supplies with them.
They didn't come from far. Might mean they have a larger camp nearby. The Dalish could be there.
Wait, the glass we found. There's a crater here in Arlethan. Thousands of years ago, blood magic destroyed that area. All that energy turned the sand to glass.
And we know the Venatori didn't come very far.
They must have taken the Dalish to the crater.
We got here as fast as we could.
It's bad. They're kidnapping Dalish to sacrifice them.
What?
You're serious?
This isn't over yet. We'll put a stop to it.
Where did they take the prisoners?
The lake. The old crater.
We have to do something.
We'll find them. But it'll take time to put together a rescue party.
Don't take too much time. We need to stop this.
We will.
Hey, Drew. Right.
Let's head back to the... Lighthouse. We'll meet the Veil Jumpers there.
Strife and
Venatori are gathering deep in the forest. They've brought the Dalish with them.
Not long till the sacrifices start, then.
We did kill Gilnean's archdemon. The gods will want more power, and fast.
This won't happen on our watch. We can save these people.
You know the gods best, Rook. The Veil Jumpers are ready. Just give the word.
I'll go get Nev. She deals with Venatori the most.
Good point. We know where the Dalish are, and we know what we have to do. Let's do it.
Then we ride, and pray that fate is on our side.
Well?
They're waiting for something. There's talk of a sacrifice.
Do they mean the clan? They mean the clan, don't they?
Well, the tracks suggest the captives are on the other side of the clearing. You'll have to go through the crowd.
We're going through them. Won't they notice?
Not if you look like them. I found you some disguises.
Oh, that doesn't smell good. Oh, it's sticky. Why is it sticky?
Blood. Hopefully. Make sure you split up. You don't want to draw attention.
Nev, I need you with me. You know the Venatori best. And you're probably the only one who can convince them you belong there.
Sad but true.
And we'll be your entourage.
We'll try to keep the escape routes clear. Get the Dalish and get out of there. And please, try not to stand out.
What about everyone else?
They'll be close, but it's safer to move in small groups.
I thought I saw someone. In the trees. Strife and the Veil Jumpers.
The others, maybe. You don't see Strife unless he wants you to. This robe feels weird. And I can't move my arms properly.
We'll wear them as long as we don't have to fight.
Going to bleed the Dalish deer.
That's a Hala. Why are they killing it? Poor thing.
We can't do anything that'll draw attention to ourselves.
Then heed us. Rook, we don't have to watch this. It won't be pretty.
Can we go? Please.
exciting times, my friend. They've returned, and the enemies of Terinta will fall.
This whole place makes my skin crawl.
Right. It feels just...
Stop. Who are you? I don't recognize any of you.
You don't recognize me?
I don't. Magister. Lady,
Appalling. They'll hire anyone these days.
I'm sorry, my lady. I was given instruction to...
Tell someone who gives a damn. Why am I still waiting? Where are the gods? When does the ritual start?
Gods? But only the Lord Elgarnon is here, and he is still preparing.
Useless. Out of my way. It's Elgarnon, not Gillenane, like we expected.
That was impressive.
They expect strength and power from someone like me.
A mage.
Specifically, a human mage.
Show them what they expect, and you don't get questions. But as I was saying, Gillenane's not here. It's just Elgarnon.
Elgarnon might be here, but he doesn't know we are.
But he will, you know, once we rescue his sacrifices.
We'll worry about that when we have to.
Then let's keep moving for now.
Does anyone else hear that?
I feel you. I see you. I know how you suffer.
I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Vanman88_.
Your soul.
I feel it.
The world will not remember your sacrifice, Warden. But I see your worth.
He's making promises.
For hundreds of years you have mourned the loss of your dragon gods. From beyond the veil, I heard your lament and have come to deliver you from desolation. Dragon of Night, I break your chains. Hear my voice and rise. I am Elgarnon, once called Lucicon, and I have returned.
The Archdemon is already fueling him.
Your blood burns with the blight. You could master it, as I have. All you must do is obey me, worship me, love me, and kneel.
I know this magic. It's old and dangerous. It's too strong, I can't break it.
We've got this.
I'm trying to conceal us, but he'll know someone broke his hold.
Valara bought us some time, but we have to go. Now.
Venatori, there are uninvited guests among you. Bring them to me.
He's sending the cult after us.
But Elgarnon is right there. Shouldn't we try?
No. We can't touch him now that his Archdemons in play. I won't risk Dalish lives.
We go well together!
Great shot, man.
The strength of
We're doing this.
There's a problem.
Look there. The archdemon.
Yeah. So maybe we avoid extinction.
I want the interlopers at my feet. Your continued failure is a disappointment to your god.
He's riling them up. They won't back down now.
What happens when they don't give him what he wants? And now Darkspawn?
Of course. Why wouldn't the Venatori bring their new friends on a walk? We've got company.
Those are Dalish arrows. Looks like Strife and the others have our backs.
That'll take some of the pressure off. We have to use this chance to get to the prisoners.
You, intruder, have defiled my temple and spurned the gifts I offer. You could have had a place of honor as my disciple.
way! We have to be quick, before the Venatori catch up.
Watch ahead. Enemies of Empire! Death is our punishment!
The guard! That way! Through the gate! Damn it! Shut tight, and the locking mechanism is on the other side.
So you're saying we're stuck?
There has to be another way out. Shit!
Rook, let's go!
We're stuck! Gate's shut and we can't open it from here.
We'll handle it. Watch yourself.
Looks like we're doing this!
Quarry.
How's it looking?
It's fine. Go kill some Venatori.
Tell me we're close to getting this thing open. There's an entire Venatori army coming for us. Still no luck.
We're getting closer!
Really? Are you sure you can open this?
Everyone breathe! Just breathe!
What's that thing?
Rook takes credit there.
Come on, come on.
Oh, that's good.
We'll keep as many off you as we can. Go get the Dalish.
Your fight is futile. My Venatori are legion. Surrender, and I may yet show mercy.
Wait. This feels off.
Oh, this isn't good. We weren't here a minute ago.
Come on. We need to find a path through. We still need to think of the Dalish.
Ah, so that is what you're after. The Elven have been chosen to serve a glorious purpose.
Okay, this is very not good.
It's Elganon. He's found us.
And she's got us trapped. The longer we stay here, the more danger we're in.
Shit. There's blight here. There wasn't blight before.
You cannot stand against me. Every action of yours is futile. My power grows even now.
Oh, for God's sake.
Come on!
You are nothing but an insect. Resist if you like. I have an eternity to spare.
Shit. The Dalish need help and we're losing precious time going around in circles.
Do we know the Dalish is still alright? What if Elganon sends the Venatori to...
One thing at a time. Let's focus on getting out.
Rook, can you hear me?
Solus?
Something's wrong.
I thought I just heard Solus.
You are correct. Elganon's magic has thinned the veil, allowing me to speak to you directly.
Solus, we need your help.
Then I am pleased that for once, I can offer some assistance. If you can rescue the elves, Elganon is mine to face.
What do you mean?
Elganon! Lathaline! Ma banal avanuris! Masaline Algalana!
Didn't need to get that. Let's keep moving. Solus is gonna distract Elganon.
Fen-Harel, you have no power here.
Sounds like they're arguing. That's good.
As long as it keeps him off us.
So, the Dread Wolf has arrived to defend his pawn.
Your cruelty forced my hand.
100 generations and still the same refrain.
Again, you have caged our people, and again I will set them free.
But you are always stubborn, Fen-Harel. Insubordinate, unmanageable, even by Mythal's reckoning.
You have lost the right to speak her name.
Mavalas man, Shevgar Fen-Harel.
The only reason Mythal joined you was that she knew the monster you would become if left unchecked. She thought to temper your brutish ego. Instead, you betrayed her, murdered her.
Only the first time, Dread Wolf.
Hey! You okay? I can hear them in my head. Trouble coming. We can do this. We have to do this.
Your struggle is pointless, and your faith in the Dread Wolf is misplaced. Give up. Save yourself.
I think this is it. I think we're through.
You should be near where you need to be. With luck, you can still save the elves.
Strike now!
And there, the Dalish.
Another of those crystals! Break it and the gate should open!
The cruelty is nothing new. What has happened to the vaunted brilliant mind of Elganon the Mighty? The blight has left you blunt and slow. A monster, not a mastermind. You used to be a challenging opponent.
You saw me as an opponent. To me, you were an irritation, a fly buzzing ceaselessly.
I must speak to you in this tongue. It seems Elven is beyond your grasp.
As much as freedom is beyond yours.
What? Were you talking to me? Sorry, Dad. It's very loud.
Charlie, it's yours. Get them. Kill them.
We're getting good at this.
Fair Lord Elganon.
Once the blight is free, it will rule this world, and you will be its attack dog. You will burn this world at its command, as Andrul did at yours, and you will leave only ruin behind you.
This world is ruined already. Your veil destroyed it.
You could heal it. You have the strength to repair the damage without using the blight.
Save your games for the mortals, Dread Wolf. The blight is my blade.
Time to get out of here.
I can guide you to one of my old hideouts. You can use it to make your escape. The wards still in place there will shield you all from Elganon's sight.
Solus, thank you. Let's go! Let's go! Run! Run!
It's tough being a Venatori. It was their duty to secure the sacrifices. It was their duty to ensure the ritual went perfectly. But despite all their efforts, Elgar'nan was disappointed. The cult would do anything to please their gods. The cult would give anything to atone. Anything. It really is tough being a Venatori.
Story. Awesome.
We'd lost all hope, and then...
And then you swooped in out of nowhere to save us.
He would have killed us to feed his dragon.
Indeed. Masaranus, Nethalon.
It was a team effort.
It often is. Some fights can't be won alone. Celebrate the victories as they come. They're rare enough.
And tomorrow, we'll have to deal with another archdemon.
And it will have regained its strength. Elgar'nan sacrificed his own Venatori to it. A punishment for their failures. The Venatori who escaped scurried back to Deventer. The Veil Jumpers will fight our own battles against the gods. Any help you can offer would be appreciated.
I should check in with Solus.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. A chance to infuriate Elgar'nan was a reminder of simpler times.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
I suspect them calling Elgar'nan and Gillenane and all the rest gods didn't go over well with you.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And the Fade is the realm of dreams. Hard to present that as evidence.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elgar'nan. Though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I've found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The way the two of you argued, they didn't feel like enemies. They felt like family.
How so?
Family knows you better than anyone, and that can be good or bad.
I had not thought of it that way. But yes, we had centuries to stoke the fires of our hatred. I saw his rise to tyranny coming, and could not stop it. And he saw me disrupt his plans for dominion time and time again.
All right. I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met,
If you have a question or a suggestion, let me know. I don't bite hard.
You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Elganon's pride is no greater than mine, but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. You work together with a camaraderie it took me centuries to build in my rebellion.
So what do we do next?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens, and it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay. We always knew this was gonna be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this, or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
What about the Venatori that were at the crater? They might know where the gods are hiding.
No one will risk being an informant. Not while the Venatori hold power in Minrathous. It's a dead end.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And food. About half are remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up, and be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last. Myrna, hello. I assume Vorgoth's not far behind.
We have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The Professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkos.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
That bad as it sounds?
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
Sounds overcomplicated and like it could blow up in her face.
Oh, there's nothing Johanna will not risk for her ambitions. But we've found her.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkos intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate Johanna's lair while she's distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
Hunt well.
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom... Oh, it's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
Be right back.
Smash the like button multiple
You could
times
also
and
be
give me a
having
follow.
normal reaction to facing danger every other day.
No, it shouldn't be this crushing, this prevalent. Oh, Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
Well, a little fear's healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise.
You've got allies from Rivain to Navarra now. If the enemy makes a move, they'll see it.
Hey, I got word from my mother. She wants to talk.
Have you talked with her since?
Nope, not since I told her I was non-binary. But her note said she wanted to talk about that tablet we found, the old Kunari one. Of course that's what she wants to talk about. We can go whenever you're good.
I'll let you know.
Tell me about Anaris.
He is the light, the hope of Elvenan, the bringer of...
Tell me about the war against the Evenuris.
Even now, the armies of Anaris wage a glorious war against the...
Tell me about the armies.
The chosen of Elvenan, made pure and stripped of their want to serve the great Anaris.
So demons. He made an army of demons. Damn it, Syrian. What have you done? Oh, Rook.
What's going on?
I'm trying to find out why Syrian would help Anaris. It just gets worse. Harder to understand. Now he wants to meet. Syrian, I mean, to explain himself.
It's kind of hard to explain turning people into demons.
I know. Talking to him again, knowing what I know, it's hard. Beyond hard. And that's if this isn't all a big trap.
Listen to your gut. Would he really try to lure you into a trap?
I would have said no before all of this. The Syrian I know cared. Loved his people more than anything. He kept me grounded. Focused. Made sure I was okay. And I took care of him. Protected him because I loved my little brother. And I owed him. But what he is now, who he is now, I don't know. I'd hoped the archive would make it easy. Tell me it was a misunderstanding. But Anaris is evil, full stop. And if my brother's working with him...
Syrian must be working with him for a reason.
I'd like to believe that. It'd make this easier. When I thought he died, it almost broke me. I don't know if I can do that again.
So what are you going to do?
Meet with him.
Are you okay with that?
No, but I need to talk to him. Convince him he's wrong.
And if that doesn't work?
Will you come with me?
Of course.
Thanks, Rook. Really. Just tell me when you're ready.
Like everybody's gonna have their final quest, I think, now.
Hey, just thought I'd check in, see how you're doing.
I'm all right, I think. Thanks. I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
You can talk to your friends about it. I hear that helps.
It's already helping. You checking on me, I mean. I still remember every moment of it. Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain. I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then everyone was there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
I know you would have done the same for me.
You helped me remember who I was. Not some Titan, but just Lace Harding. And yes, if you ever need me like I needed you, I will be there. That is my promise to you. You know, I think about Solus sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it. But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
He'll never ask for help, but that doesn't mean we can't offer it anyway. But do you think he can be helped?
Varric tried to talk sense into him. And look how that ended. Even the Inquisitor thinks he's too far gone, and we're past the point of talking. But part of me doesn't want to believe it. Because it means that there's a point when you have to give up on someone. It means you could have given up on me.
There's something I need to do, back home.
Everything all right?
Yeah, just chasing Aelia. It brings a lot up. If you're around, maybe. I'd take the company.
Sure thing, Nev.
Hey, Rook. I was planning to take Hassan to the woods in Arlethan soon. Want to keep us company?
Sounds good to me.
Hassan will be glad to hear it. Needs to stretch his wings.
Rook, you're here.
Is something wrong?
Biago and Thea sent word. They have information about Ilario. Whatever it is, they wish to speak away from Treviso. away from anyone who might be listening. They won't put more to paper. I need to meet with them as soon as possible.
Mona's hell dance actor.
Why don't you care about
What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
It's Caterina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
You think Katerina threw the ring away as a message that she's inside the house?
Her opal ring. Lucanis, you know what that means.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Velardo killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrender the seat of First Talon. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue.
Do you like
The
what you
sooner
see?
we get Katerina out
Do
of
you
there,
hit that
the
share
better.
and give the channel a
It
follow?
could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Katarina killed? Help us.
How? What do you need?
He'll listen. He always listens to you. Come.
What did you do? Is this the Fade? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solus's past in the Crossroads either.
Lucanus is here. Always. Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right. Let's go get him.
Couldn't you simply die already? This experiment has gone on for far too long.
I know this place. It's the ossuary. The prison we freed Lucanus from.
Freed? No. We've always been here.
Right.
Envy is the rarest of all demons. The most challenging to cultivate. The conditions must be perfect.
Nobody's here.
Of course not. Rook, aren't you here?
Me?
I get one of you back, only to lose the other.
Ah, yes, the Crow. You will learn to regret your crimes against the Venatori.
Rock, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did?
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Tenderness and terror. Rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade, so this Katerina is... a spirit? Something like that?
No, Lucanus is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Katerina, then. Katerina, Lucanus is trapped, but I think you're part of his way out. Lucanus may have changed, but he's still the little boy you loved and raised.
He's not changed. He's possessed by a demon.
And you would never think of rejecting him, whatever happened, would you?
My poor boy.
Promoted from flying vermin to malicious spirit. Whatever will you become next? I wonder.
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanus. But your real friends and allies need you in the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanus, just the demon?
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan Crow.
You're the man you were, Lucanus, even buried in this pain. No demon would punish itself like this.
You really shouldn't trust anything you find in the Fade.
I trust you, Lucanus. And I trust myself to get you home. Let me.
You know that's the kind of attitude that's gonna get you killed, right?
I'll risk it. I have a master assassin on my side. Don't I?
Just be careful.
How long are you going to keep doing this?
useless. All of this, utterly useless.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Stomach-churning excitement. Dread with a hint of hope. A long way to fall.
Somehow I thought Lucanus would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter?
Tevinter? People come in three kinds. Family, enemies, contracts.
I hope that's just spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanus won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Well, I'm not leaving until Lucanus is all right. So we might be here a while.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
What are you hiding, little demon?
Gushing stuff. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad. Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this. Forget about my cousin. You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Sharp, jagged edges. Hurt with every breath. Grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanus, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He put us here.
You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
I think Ilario will be feeling that grief. Right, Lucanus?
You know that Katarina had 5 children? 8 grandchildren. All dead now, except for Lucanus and me. Last time the Grows fought a war of succession, House de la Morte lost everything. Except the seat of First Talon. This time, we fight ourselves. What will be left then? You think you'll survive? Your friends? Your cause?
There's no alternative. There's going to be a confrontation, and it's not going to end well.
A year he spent in this hole, in darkness, dreaming of escape. Just to come home to kill his only family for a job he never wanted. Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out!
You're an Antivan crow, Lucanus. A professional. Trained to avoid collateral damage and go after the real enemy.
You have no idea what the consequences will be.
Whatever they are, Lucanus, I'll be there to help you.
Katarina was first done. This is crow business. We can handle it. What are you doing here, Rook?
Lucanus.
I have not moved. There's nowhere to go.
You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants
I
to
also
stay
stream
here,
on Twitch at
so he
twitch.tv/vanman88_.
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right, but it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
The ossuary, Zara. You could solve those problems with a blade. But healing again? Living as an abomination? There's no simple answer there. And if you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No! This is not... Damn it, Rook!
Make him leave.
He's trying to leave, Spite. It's complicated. Mortals can't just change ourselves. It takes a lot of time.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this. It's just so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small, you and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on, then make it happen.
A contract?
Contracts are for clients. Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Didn't you just learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together, we will fight!
Rook, are you all right?
What's the matter with the two of you?
We worked some things out, that's all. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure you're all right?
We're fine, Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Elven for heart.
For my heart. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
Did he try to get you to come with him on his quest to tear down the veil?
No. In fact, he forbade me to join him. He said he didn't want me to see what he would become. But that wasn't quite the truth. He's a terrible liar.
He's the god of lies, Inquisitor.
Tricks and treachery, yes. Lies of the heart? No. He forbade me to join him because I might have changed his mind. And then he left enough clues for us to follow anyway.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes, that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
He really made you happy?
Yes. He really did.
Well, you deserve to be happy. As long as he's not, you know, trying to tear down the veil again.
That would put a dampener on things, yes.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about you and Tosh.
What? Who? How?
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Oh, of course she does.
You remember the fall? The lights are magical.
The Minrathous Wall of Light.
These lights, they're to remember the dead?
Unless the family lacks mages to keep them lit, or the money for one, then you're left in the dark to Vintir's subtlety. This was Brahms.
Rana's old partner.
His light was out when I got here. I should have been back sooner.
Don't do that to yourself.
Rook.
Just trust me on this one.
I'm stopping Aelia.
Looks like we had the same idea.
Rana.
He read serials between assignments. Romance. The last one ended on a cliffhanger. He was sure he knew the ending. I never checked if he was right.
You would have liked our friend Varric, a writer. His serials made it to Tevinter, though the romance didn't sell well.
If the romance ended happily, Brom would have loved it.
You find better endings on the page than here.
You're not the only one chasing Aia. I've tracked some of her followers. They aren't quick to talk. Most said I'd be saved soon. But I did get the name of a place. Sanctum Lucican.
Rana, that's great.
There's a catch.
It's an old temple. A lost one. If there's a record of its location, I can't find it.
It's more than we had. I can track this down.
And you'll tell me? Look, I know who else you work with, what they might suggest, but what are you going to do?
What it takes.
Things are bad, but Docktown needs to see...
What? Venatori overrunning their home? Taking away who and what we love?
They see you, Nev.
Is that all? We're running out of choices, Rana. We need to take the ones left.
Brom's light. Thanks.
Sure.
Going for the